you for coming out today. My name is Scott Canasi. I'm a librarian here at the Hamilton Library. This is going to be awkward. I'm going to spin it on. Excuse my back if I'm turned away from you. First, let me just caveat here. I've never done this before. This kind of came down the chain a couple days ago that I've been doing this, so bear with me. And I want to thank Matt and Chris and everybody else who helped get this all going. We had a little technical difficulties this morning, and they got us running, so thanks. All right, so here we are, job search tools, brought to you by generous financial support of the friends of the Hamilton Public Library. I was told I have to say that, and by patrons like.
It's good to see my tax dollars at work here.
Are there any more commercials?
That should be it. There may be one in the middle somewhere. This should be it. So basically, we're going to start off with some common job search websites. These are sites that anybody can go to. If you have internet access. If you don't have a computer at home, you can always come here to the library and use our computers. That might be another commercial. First one, well, I think, we're going to go through all these individually so you don't have to write down the list. And you have those green handouts. They should have all the links plus others. Feel free to take those with you. All right, so here's our first one. Indeed. They're all going to be kind of similar. They're all different resources to search for jobs, but they're all set up kind of the same way. They have a home screen you can go to. Obviously, you can search what job you're looking for, company, things like that, and an area, so it stays close to where you're looking for that job. There are also, most of them have sign-in. This is usually, if you sign in and create an account, it usually saves your information, so you don't have to keep going back and start from scratch. So you sign in, you put in your email address, make a password, and sign in that way. Again, this is to create an account. There it is to register. Again, usually any information you have in there, if there's other jobs or other resources that they offer on this site, will be automatically set up in their system. That's Indeed. This is just an example of one of the searches. Sorry, that's as big as I can make it. But basically, see, they search for retail in the Trenton, New Jersey area. These are the sites that came up. You click on each of those or any of those that interest you, and they'll probably either take you to their website or an application to apply online to that company. All right, that was Indeed. It's probably going to be a little redundant because they're different sites, different names, but they're basically the same kind of setup. Monster is another website for employment. You can just do a general search on that screen, or again, you can register with them, information, create an account. And it has little promos on the side there about why to join Monster, create a profile to share with connections and employers, find inside connections to jobs with post resume to employers that can find you. Things like that, where you can post a resume on the site, and then employers that are searching the site for employees might see you, so you don't have to go looking for them. They'll find you. That can help you with your job search. And here's the sign-in page. And this is their search page. And you can see it's the same kind of thing, retail. I put in a zip code instead of a town, and it comes up with jobs in that area. Apply. Also on Monster, they have a resume creator. I don't know if you have a resume or you're working on it. This will help you. It kind of guides you through it. I'll be showing you another one later on that you can use on Microsoft Word on your computer. That's another kind of a resume guide. But this one, they'll give you tips and stuff, so you're not just working from scratch, just a blank piece of paper. It'll help you set it up. It'll guide you through it, and you just kind of fill in your information. Also on Monster, there's different resources for networking. Like we mentioned, the resume mentioned the resume resources, but networking resources that'll be other, not just job sites, but maybe other things to help you, I don't know, build a better resume, not so much on paper, but just have a background. You can say you connected to certain things, accomplishing certain things through their networking resources. All right, this is Simply Hired, another one. Same basic thing. Create an account. And they're all very similar. They're just, it's better, the more you're in, the better off you are. It just connects you to more different places that may be looking for employment, more places that perhaps they're not connected to Monster or Indeed, or they are on Simply Hired. That way, you're covering all your bases. And same basic system, put in your keyword for what you're searching for and an area, and it will bring up different occupations or opportunities. Search. Oh, all right. This is another that's it. All right, so this is Career Builder. This is going to sound familiar. There you go. You just put in what you're looking for and the location. Sign in, create an account. So you're still remain in the system. Register. So you can, like I said, you can have, as you're searching, if you find jobs you're interested in, you can have them saved and your application saved in there, post a resume, things like that. This one even has a fraud protection, which is kind of nice. So you're sure that the place you're applying to is a legitimate employer. And again, search. Set up email alert, that kind of thing. That way, it'll alert you when they get back to you, or if they show interest, you'll be automatically notified. An advanced search probably just gives you more, instead of just a keyword and a zip code, it might give you more specifics in your search, like a more specific kind of job, a more specific area, or things like that. You can search by company if you're a specific company you're looking to work for. And they also have a resume assistance part of their site, so you can it'll help you set up your resume and post your resume. And there another one has resources that you can see, obviously salary calculator and probably different other resources for. There actually I'll show you those on our website as well. These are specific just on internet kind of resources, but on our website we have, I'll get to those in a little bit, but they're things to help you improve yourself and just add to your resume. So maybe the next one, snag a job. Again, I haven't heard that.
I spend a lot of time on snagging a job. That's what.
Yeah. Never heard that one.
No, I've never heard of it either. Yeah. Another snag a job. Yeah. Basically sign in, password. Jobs, thing, location, category. So it looks like they break it down a little more so that specific locations for first shift jobs, and then from there I'm sure it'll more and more specifics once we click on that. Yes.
Scott, if I can talk for a moment. Sure. One of the things that I find beneficial is that I utilize these job search engines along with LinkedIn. And I think that LinkedIn is the key. If you find a job on those sites, you can see who you know on LinkedIn that can maybe connected to either second or third connection. In that case, you can absolutely have to, unfortunately, put your resume into a black hole, as we call it, but also possibly get a leg up by connecting with somebody there that has insight to possibly hiring manager.
Very good.
I was going to ask if people's in your experience, is there one that seems to work better than others? Because I seem to hear the most from Career Builder.
Really, I've heard the most about from Indeed.
Me too.
One thing to
I mean,
remember
everybody's
is,
Different, right?
also remember, Indeed and Simply Hired are consolidators.
Oh,
So that-
really?
Right.
Okay.
So while companies can post there, are you familiar with consolidators are? So what Indeed and Simply Hired will do is companies can post there, but they'll also go out to other sites like Monster and Career Builder and try and pull jobs. So on your days that you're really tight for time, you may look at Indeed or Simply Hired because they're pulling from multiple sources. Monster and Career Builder are very specific services that the companies are only posting there and they're only displaying positions are posted on their sites. So there's a little bit of a difference.
And further to that point, just realize how Indeed earns, we've heard this before, they earn their profit mostly by selling lists to recruiters. That's how they earn their income. So Indeed, I'm not sure about Simply Hired, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. With Indeed, it seems to be the one that blows everyone away. That along with LinkedIn they're good tools to use in conjunction with each other.
And I was just going to say, in terms of trying to use these sites effectively, Indeed and Simply Hired, when you set up your account and you create your email alerts, let's say you're looking for a job in sales.
Right.
So you can set it up, looking for a job in sales within 50 miles of my home.
Right.
And then they will email you those jobs every day. So you don't have to go in and search all the sites every day. Does that make sense?
Yes.
They'll just automatically land in your phone or on your laptop or wherever you are. And it's just more effective than trying to go in every day because it's overwhelming, right?
Yes.
It is.
It's overwhelming.
So my challenge next week is gonna be to go through all these sites again. Because I need to update my resume and I can't really remember where I put it and I need to update it. So I'm gonna, thank you for this list, go through it all. And I'm gonna also keep track of metrics from your presentation starting next week. And so I'm not looking forward to going into each of these sites, pulling my resume, making sure it's really pulled, and then putting in a new one. Has anybody done that? Yeah, okay.
So what I do is just about once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, I re-upload my resume. So if you don't want to go through 5 sites or so, 10 sites, it's going to plan time every week, maybe Monday morning. And the reason why is the recruiters that are using the sites to look for people like us, we want to be on the top of their result list.
Okay.
And one of the ways, and we don't know all their rules, is if we have a current profile, we have a current resume, then our profile is more current and we're likely to come up to the top.
Yeah, and I can actually attest to that because you will start getting phone calls like right after your stuff's posted,
Monday, Tuesday,
and if you
Wednesday.
update it, it'll do the same thing. I mean,
I've seen that too.
you just have to make sure that your profile is accurate and that you're, in other words, like if you're I guess I can put it like this: I'm not a programmer, so I don't put like that I'm a programmer on my resume. But if I put any action words that may let them think that I'm a programmer, I'm going to get a lot of phone calls. So you have to just be wary of that.
Yes, I had that
So
problem.
just be aware of it.
And 1 or 2 of the sites, when you re-upload, it knows the resume that you uploaded. So what I do is I have resume-A, resume-B, they're copies. The other trick is if I ever update my resume, I have to update the copy. So 1 week I update the A, the next week I update the B, so it physically looks like a different file.
Okay,
but
so
it's
you
just-
rename it, so you're
Yeah,
renaming it.
just make sure you
Okay.
read, yeah. the one-
Did you
so
say
I-
you uploaded every week or every other week?
when I was more diligent, it was once a week.
Once a week,
So
okay.
now it's probably every other week, but I'm due.
Also, allow me to object here a little bit. Another piece of information. Be careful where you post your resume. Let me explain to you what's happening. Companies are willing to pay a hefty fee for a recruiter for finding you, qualifying you, bringing you in. If you have your resume everywhere, And now the recruiter says, here I have this lady, that she's a good applicant, they go to a list, oh, we already have her. And then they will drop you like a hot potato.
Yeah.
So be careful, it's not, I did the same mistake as you did. I said, oh, these are potential opportunities, let me just spread my resume everywhere. And then I was dropped very, very fast because the recruiter would say, have you applied anywhere? I said, yeah, I applied to this and this and this and this and this. They lose their appetite immediately. Because you see now, they're not going to put time in researching you, qualifying you and all this, when he has no chance to make money on you. Okay? So be careful.
Then in the same breath, can you take your resume from these sites?
Yeah.
Wherever, okay,
Almost all of them have a resume management section.
okay, all
And you
right.
can hide a resume or you can delete a
That's
resume.
one thing. Second thing, naturally you're dropped. You know why? Recruiters are looking only for fresh material.
Right.
If you
Right.
put it in there 2 months ago, you know where you are at the bottom. Nobody will even know that you're there. Okay? So
That's
don't be too concerned. If you can pull it off, that's great, but if you can't, don't worry.
Excuse me, going back to your comment. So if I'm dealing with 3 different recruiters, whoever's got that job is the one that's gonna get paid, even though they have a resume, right?
It's convoluted. There's no straight answer. I cannot give you a straight answer. I heard stories that if you apply in multiple locations and the recruiter brings you in, the company says, wait a second, why should I pay you $20,000 for your fee? I already have this person in my database.
The other
Okay,
thing
so
may
you can
happen
apply.
is if the hiring company sees you come in twice, they drop you right away.
Exactly.
They don't want to fight with paying this recruiter or
Right.
paying that recruiter, or, well, no, we really brought them in for free, no, I gave you. They don't want that, they'll just drop us.
So how do you know not to get into that situation?
When you work with a reliable recruiter, they're gonna call you, hopefully, and say, we have a job at the ABC company, have you been there, can I submit you? And now you know that you're being submitted, so when you talk to the other one, but there are probably some of the underhanded recruiters that are, you know, or maybe if you're not paying attention, you're applying online and someone else has submitted you rapid fire, it's possible. Some you may not know.
Dovetail Dave's comment. Tomorrow, I'll be on the radio program, Your Career is Calling. If you recall, 3 months ago, we had a recruiter panel discussion. Well, we're having a recruiter panel discussion again at the radio program. There might be similar questions, but this question comes up all the time, and I'm sure it'll come up tomorrow. So if you want to listen in, it's at 8 o'clock. If you'd rather do something else at 8 o'clock, and they'll have the archive copy on the radio site, 1077rock.com later on in the day.
Call in, it's a call-in program.
It is a call-in
You can ask the
program.
recruiters.
Sure, ask them, sure, absolutely.
Can I recommend one other site that I use? It's called beyond.com. I found that they tend to have more professional jobs, not they need a driver. And there's a lot more jobs that are listed from Pennsylvania. But when you upload your resume, build your profile, they do an incredible job of graphics where you actually rate your skill set. They'll pop up keywords, they'll read through your resume and do the word map of what your most popular keywords are in your resume and profile, and in phenomenal timeline. So I always take a look at this before I speak with people because it's a quick glimpse of everything encapsulated beautifully. But again, it's more professional jobs I'm finding, and in Pennsylvania, which I don't seem to get through the other ones.
Let Scott go on.
No, I'm learning a lot from all you guys.
We'll be back for your next presentation.
Yeah.
where you're better informed.
Beyond.com on your list.
Yeah, that- one other website that would help when you're looking at a job and you're being brought in, glassceiling.com. Glassceiling.com.
It was Glassdoor, that's.
It's a
Glassdoor.
Glassdoor,
Yes,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I was
but
thinking of that one.
Glassdoor. Basically, that website has comments about the company from current and former employees.
Whether disgruntled or not, doesn't matter.
Right.
Understand, there's an old saying, people don't leave a company, people leave a bad manager.
Yep. Yep.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, thank you. That was.
I told you we're educated, man.
Scott, we meet every month. You can come join us.
Yeah, saying spice, searching for a job, audition, USA job. Really, it's the same kind of thing, as far as I know. You just search and sign in, register.
Can I ask a question on the USA?
Yeah.
Do you have to, you put your resume on that, and somebody contacts you, you have to pay a fee to get onto jobs? Because I know some government and state jobs, you have to pay a registration.
Some state jobs, yes.
Yes. So with the government, this is government only, am I correct?
The address is .gov, so I would think so.
Hard to say.
So on there, do
Might
you,
be agency by agency.
okay, do you have to take a civil service or some kind of test to get government?
Doesn't
Does
that
anybody
depend on
know
the
I
that?
think it depends on the job.
Okay. I never have been on that
Yeah.
website, so.
See, in the state, from experience, 'cause I do have family members that work for the state, since we're very close to track. And there are certain jobs that you have to apply. If you're a veteran, you will never pay a fee.
Right.
If you're a veteran, you will not ever pay a fee, no matter state, federal, or local. However, on state jobs, I can speak to that. There are some jobs that you have to pay a fee because there's processing for that, and there are some tests that are associated with that particular job. If for field testing or field engineer, you have to take a civil service job test on that. Clerical jobs, no. I can tell you this, no. But it is hard to get. If you want a manager's job, they're usually saved for internal positions and for veterans. Internal people, I should say, and for veterans. So it's very difficult to get management jobs in this state.
It's veterans, and there's a resource for veterans, it probably helps move you along.
Take the first look. As well as should be.
Who wants to talk about LinkedIn?
Yeah, I think you could talk this one to that, yes.
I don't know much about LinkedIn.
Really?
Apologies.
It is the,
It's the one.
it is the one. It's, I think, other than Facebook, it is the second most go-to site in the country, if I'm not mistaken. Facebook being number one because it's, general. It's for not job stuff, it's for family and friends. LinkedIn, for a job site, it just is the number one site. If you're not on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn. We have had a number of presenters talk about LinkedIn at our group. There is no reason to have a profile. None. It is very simple. If you don't have a picture, that's fine. I prefer you would.
It's required for 100% completeness.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You can still have a profile.
But you can put Alex's picture.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
So go ahead. Yeah, you can continue. But this is the
I want
site.
to go back one step. I think it's important. I want to help. You see, if you put your resume on Monster and the like, basically you're saying the word, I'm hireable, find me. But if you go to, for example, Indeed.com, they tell you where are the openings. Go directly to the company. This way you squeeze out the recruiter. You're better off to, once you found out where are the openings, go straight to the company and apply directly. You don't need to be a part of this loop of the recruiter. The recruiter is like a real estate agent. What is a real estate agent? You want a house and you go to a real estate agent, I want a house that has 4 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, 3 bathrooms, and other specs. And then the real estate agent goes out to their market and said, which house meets the criteria of my buyer? That's exactly, think about the recruiter as a real estate agent. Okay? If you don't need to have them involved, that's good. The company does not want to pay, a recruiter gets 20 to up to 30% of your first year salary. Lot of money. The company does not want to spend. So if you apply directly, you're always priority over recruiter. You understand
Yes.
how the mechanics work?
Yeah.
So don't be so eager to spread your resume everywhere.
Get that.
I'm not saying don't do it at all, because you want to have presence so you're found. But if you overdo it, it's a double-edged sword.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes. Very much.
Let me connect two dots, because you both made really good points. So when you find a job that you're interested in, right, wherever it is, Indeed, Beyond, wherever, and then to your point, you go to LinkedIn and you see who is in your connection that may work for that company. And then you contact that person and say, hey, I understand you work for Walmart. I saw a job posted, it's in my field, you know me, we grew up together, we went to college together. Who might you be able to refer me to?
Exactly.
See, that's how you cut through the clutter. Otherwise, you're just a resume, you're just another piece of paper. But if you can take those 2 points and get to LinkedIn and find someone that you know that's in that company, your ability to get to the decision maker is more streamlined than you going just direct to that company because they don't know you. Does that make sense?
In theory, this makes sense. In practice, I don't know you. And so you approach me because I work for these companies, so to speak. And can you do me a favor? Can you find the hiring manager? This company I worked for had 370,000 employees. I don't know you. I don't know. You see, so probably I'm not good. So unless we are friends from childhood, and I really care about you, and I happen to be in the same building where the opening is, oh sure, I'll be happy to do that. But otherwise,
Well, what
What's
I'm
easier,
suggesting
if you don't
is,
mind me, is an
Yeah.
introduction.
yes.
correct.
Yes.
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
that
Because
was
if you're
right.
introduced to the hiring manager or a person in the company through a friend, and I've done this multiple times for multiple people. I want to say Celgene, not Celgene, the company plays there are a number of individuals that have come to me. Would you mind introducing me? Well, if I know you, we'll have a talk. If I don't know you that well, we're going to have a discussion first.
Right.
And then, if I do know you, when I do know you, I will introduce you.
Right. And my
I will
point is,
always
you'd be surprised how many people you know, though, that actually work for these companies.
Exactly.
Or
That could
people
actually
you know
get you
that
in the
know
door.
them.
Right, that's the point. Whatever the,
I agree with that.
Right.
Sorry, Scott, we're interrupting you.
God, we're squeezing you out of there.
Sorry.
That's just good information.
Yeah.
Because really, I wish I knew more about this. This was all.
LinkedIn is a nice.
You will
site.
after this is done.
I know.
Facebook.
I borrowed that.
More question on LinkedIn.
Gordon.
Go ahead.
We're
If,
gonna have that
so
on
again, I need to make some changes to my resume, so and I wanna make some changes to LinkedIn. So when I do you submit those changes to everybody or no? No, I heard no.
I tend not to, as I make tweaks to my profile, I choose to turn off broadcasting.
Okay,
But if there's anything significant I'm doing, like posting or putting a new job or new volunteer opportunity, that I may broadcast. That's my preference.
oh, okay,
I recently, at the beginning of the year,
That's a good point.
got certified Six Sigma. I definitely announced that,
okay,
even though I'm fully employed.
Yeah, you have to
Doesn't
turn
matter.
the privacy settings off your
Yeah, mine are off.
because it goes to everybody.
yeah,
Those
no,
are
mine
your-
are off,
yeah.
But I announced that.
that's a good point.
That's the broadcast settings, that's
Yes.
not who can see you and who you can see. The settings that says who you can see and who you can see, you want those turned on, you want those public. Because some people say, I don't want people knowing that I'm searching them. If you turn it off, you also can't be found in
Exactly.
other people are searching for you.
Exactly.
So it's really the two
Recruiters
sides.
do turn it off when they do a search. They may turn it off. But if you're trying to find somebody, why would you do that?
But more importantly, if you want to be found, you have to have it turned on. Or as people search for people like us, if our privacy setting on, we don't want to be found, you won't be.
No, I'm
That's
talking
a
about
whole
when
other
you
topic.
update it.
Yeah, I know.
When you update, that's a separate
That's
setting.
right.
Make sure those are two different settings. You can have the broadcast off, but your ability to be seen when you're searching, have that turned on. Because it'll also make you active when you're being searched for.
Thank you.
Taking notes.
I don't have anything to add. You guys.
Well, yeah, LinkedIn, we've gone
Yeah,
through
we
multiple
got that.
presentations, so we.
Alright, now these are on the library website, so I do know a little bit more about
Yeah,
these.
these are probably the ones that we're really here for, so that'll work out.
Okay. These, yeah, to get to all of these, our website is www.hamiltonnjpl.org. It's on here on the end of a lot of these, but that takes you to our main website. Actually, it's probably on a lot of the laptops that you're looking at right now. And then, actually, if you want to put that in, I can actually talk through that.
And our password?
I need a password also.
Yes.
Alright, it's just public01 with a capital P.
Server not full.
All right.
I'll just watch it. I'll just watch it.
You can come here.
Sure.
They should probably work from here in the library. If you're doing this from home, you would need to enter your library card number. If you live in Hamilton, a library card is free. You can just go up and get this. We don't have one right now. It takes a minute. So yeah, we got our address. If no, it's not up yet. It's
Anybody not
www.hamilton.njpl.org.
connected?
Then you go to online resources. It's in the red, kind of towards the right. And then if you just scroll down, they're just alphabetical, all the different resources. So Learning Express, is the first one. And it's more of a, again, to help your backgrounds and to study for testing and things like that. I'm not so sure if it's for employment, but like it says, to practice taking tests online, SAT, ACT.
No,
This is
of
what
course.
something looks like. And on the left-hand side, those are the different categories. College prep, actually, yeah, the younger people as well. Sons or daughters going to college, this could help them. But there's also occupation practice tests, things like that, popular software tutorials, if that can help you in your line of work, there's actually those as well. And all of these, once you're on the site, you do have to create a username, password, but once you've done that, you just log on each time under that. And it's what if you are in the middle of a test or something like that, you have to stop. When you go back, if you log back on, it'll start you where you were. You have to start all over again. And that's it. Signing. Once you have an account, this is how you'll be signing in instead of creating. And here's that list again. The college prep, occupation practice test.
Do you have any PNP practices?
They're not.
It's a high charge. The taxpayer dollars will not go to that.
How about Excel and stuff like that, different courses?
Those we actually offer kind of basic courses in that. The person who usually does this, she every month, well actually it's like an 8-week
Really?
sessions, yeah. And I mean the first one's BC Basics, And all you need is, again, for that, is a library card. It's free. It'll be set up basically like this. The laptop's out, she'll be explaining it. And there are some on Microsoft Office, which it doesn't deal specifically on one of them. There's not an Excel class, and a PowerPoint class, but on the Office class, she'll cover all of that. Yeah, there's Facebook, there's about 8 different ones. And they're usually either Tuesday evening or Thursday morning. It's a 1-hour class. You can call or come in and sign up. And like I said, it's free. It's usually limited to 11 people because there's 11 laptops. And yeah.
So who lives in Hamilton? Okay, you have a resource now.
Right, but if you don't live in Hamilton and you don't work in Hamilton,
You
then
have to subscribe to get a card.
is it costly to you?
I believe it's $75.
Oh, no, I work at the library.
I was gonna say, even your own township might have a public.
Yes.
Yeah, and our own township does,
There
yeah.
you go, yeah. Thank you very much. I was about to say the same thing.
See, because I'm looking for more Excel advanced skills.
Just so you know, I just took an intermediate Excel class at Mercer County Community College. And for anyone who has taken a college course recently or remembers really bad instructors, this guy, top notch, 100% made me love learning again, wanting to go to college. He was excellent, excellent, excellent.
Mercer
His
County has
name,
good offering too.
really, really good.
Not as cheap as Hamilton Township, by the way.
Yeah. He does all the Microsoft Office.
Okay.
So you can get unemployment pay.
That's what I'm gonna talk to somebody about. They gave me a free website that you can use.
There is
Go on there.
another website called Allison.com.
Yeah.
ALISON.com. It offers free courses, online courses.
I didn't know that was free. No, there's Lynda.com, but that's the charge.
It's a charge. Now, there are chargeable courses on Allison, but Allison offers mostly free courses. They're very high level. They're not in depth, as I'm sure the Mercer County Community College was.
Right.
But if you want the high level review of a software program, Allison.com.
Also, it's on the sheet here, the Job Career Accelerator. Are you gonna cover that one? Okay, good. They have a tremendous number of office and other classes.
Okay, that's good to know.
So there are some, I don't know how good these would be for you guys, it's pretty advanced. But the job search and networking skills are probably kind of basic. And what I'm hearing for you guys is probably a little basic, but it's worth a look. Again, it's free, you can check it out. These are some examples of what the things that you can look at. Career Changers Back, Conversations for Career Success. And here's the Job and Career Accelerator. Yet another one on our website.
Now, if we use this through the Hamilton Library website, is it free or do we need our library
You
card?
need your card.
Okay.
That's it. It's
Now, is that the Hamilton Public Library card or any New Jersey library?
No, it's a Hamilton, you can have a Hamilton Township library card. We're not part of the Mercer County system, so those would work, and the state library card would work here. The state library more than likely has something like this on their own site, so you can probably use it from theirs with the state library card.
And another place to get to this, if you're not from Hamilton, there's a website called jerseyclicks.org. It is a New Jersey website. I don't know if it's
Actually, when
part
I just clicked on that, that's where it took me, was Jersey Clicks.
Oh, really?
Oh, with
Yeah.
jerseyclicks.org, any New Jersey library card is your lock. Now, if we're in the library and using laptops in the library, do we still need to log on?
There will be the same kind of system. Yeah, there's no different website, you go to our website.
Okay.
Apparently, New Jersey Place.
Just to add on to that, I'm sorry, I think Hamilton and the Princeton Library are the only two libraries maybe in the state or in this area that are not part of the county system. Oh, is Trent? No, I didn't know that.
Hamilton and
That's funny, Trenton is.
One
Are you
state
really?
separate. Trent and Mercer. And invite them to join. From what I know.
I know, I just found that out recently, actually, from woman who's in charge of this library. She was telling me, I had no idea that this was
It's
separate.
It's very strange. Robbinsville,
Very
Windsor,
strange.
West Windsor, all
Lawrence,
around us.
Lawrence,
Mercer County,
all
yeah.
part of the Mercer County system.
Right,
Hamilton's not, Princeton's not.
Princeton's not.
But in terms of if we request resources that are not in the library, we still have lending relationships with other
Yeah.
libraries.
We do, not the same, like with the county, it's a lot simpler.
Okay.
It's like, oh, well, the book is there, we'll send it over to this one. With us, we have to do an interlibrary loan, it usually takes a little longer,
Okay.
but that's throughout the entire state,
Mhm.
so everything from Cape May to North.
Oh,
Oh, you can, okay, I wasn't,
Yeah, we can, and it's free, it's charged for us, but it's a free service, so if we can find a book in New Jersey and find a library that's willing to lend it, yeah, it just takes a little
Okay,
bit
good.
longer. So, yeah, again, this searching for on the Job and Career Accelerator, it's kind of a lot like the other sites. Internship search, I don't know, if you might be interested in that.
Yeah, actually, I mean, if it's not only for young students, it could be good for us if anyone's interested in career change.
A lot of this is geared for younger scholars, things like that. And if you, yeah, once you're logged in, you can, again, save your information, to save occupations, resumes and cover letters, things like that. And it does guide you, if you're just going in there kind of blind, it will help you find, it'll narrow down your search. Again, hopefully get hired. Career Assistance Navigator, again, on our website. Oh, all right, this one actually, remember this, the link on our website does not work. But if you Google just the New Jersey Career Assistance Navigator, it comes right up, you can get to it that way. Did not work. Again, this is a state-based job searching tool. Searching by town, zip code, things like that. Login, same kind of situation. Here's their home screen. And yeah, create a portfolio, your career plan, things like that. Again, it's
What
just
does New Jersey Career Assistance Network have now, Washington?
I think you should ask.
Yeah, there's other monuments in New Jersey.
Oh, it's a quote from Abraham Lincoln. I guess instead of putting we put that up.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably wasn't a smart idea.
People are gonna be coming to Jersey looking for that.
So is this like a job board? I can't see back here.
I'm sorry.
Is it like one of the regular job boards? Oh, I'm just like,
And-
Yeah.
because I've never heard of this one.
Wish I knew more about it. New Jersey. Next stop, New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development, right to this. And those are very similar to a lot of others. So yeah, apparently they list top companies in New Jersey and other resources to help with the job search. This is the subject guides from the New Jersey State Library. This is on the State Library site, so again, you don't have to go to us to get to this, it's on their site. And it's just, more helpful job seeking. I'm not sure, it doesn't exactly, have jobs listed, and I believe, well, I guess the civil service announcements for would. But there's a lot of links and things like that for that kind of thing. And now we're into creating a resume, which is basically just using Microsoft Word. You're probably all familiar with this. If you're not, you go into Microsoft Word, you go to File, and New. It brings up templates, different things if you're looking to make a type of letter or anything like that. It also has resumes. Just into search for it, type of resumes, it'll bring up different examples, like little examples like that. When you double click on it, it'll open it larger, and it's kind of fill in the blank for a resume. Fill in the blank. It'll bring it up. It looks just like that, and you just fill in the information. Some of them they have them specific to the type of career or job, which is nice. It'll break it down so it'll better suit the information that you have. But then they also have very basic ones. So, like this, just objective experience, employment, things like that. They also have one for a cover letter. Same basic system. You just choose one that suits your needs and fill in the information. It always comes in handy if you're just not sure how something should look or what it should look like. You just go on there and get different ideas. So it can be really helpful in that kind of thing.
Do you does the township offer a resume writing class? Do not.
We have some of the resources on our webpage. We have lots of focus on cover letters, resumes, things like that.
Okay.
Actually, going back to the Microsoft Excel and things like that, when she teaches the class, like I said, there's room for 11. Sometimes there's only 1 or 2 people. And if it's that kind of situation, she usually gives it specifically to what you're interested in. So if there's only a couple people, one of them wants to know about Excel, I have a specific one-on-one for a half hour. Sometimes there's only one person in the class. And then it's your class, and you learn what you want to learn. She just sticks on that. I hope you don't have it. No, if you have any questions that I can answer, I'll do my best. But I appreciate you bearing with me on this.
I have a couple.
Go ahead.
Do you have access, what I would love to have is access to magazines online. So like NJ Monthly, is that the one, or NJ Biz and like Harvard Business Review? Are they anywhere that can be accessed?
We have under the same thing, the online resources, there's something called EBSCOhost, which that's exactly what that is. It's an online magazine database. There are thousands of magazines
How do you
on
spell
there.
that? Show us that.
Oh yeah. I can't show it here, but if you just click on
EPSC.
What is down again?
How was that again?
Just tell us the website.
okay, it's the same thing, it's our website,
Thank you.
and then you go under online resources, it's called EBSCOhost. EBSCOHOST, all one word. It's in that list. ST.
Now, I know that the library has, for example, NJ Biz, a subscription. You can read it in hard copy.
Right.
Time, but online, sorry? It's back up, oh, good. But online, I didn't know that they had that, that's great. It's
Yeah,
a
we do
wonderful
have-
resource.
Right, we do have some journals, magazines upstairs, but it's really, really small amount compared to what you can get online. Yeah, and you can, when you go on there, when you search it, just make sure one of the toggles is for full text, because otherwise you'll just get abstracts,
Yeah.
which won't help you. If you click full text in your search, you'll get exactly the full article, just like you would in a hard copy.
I have one quick one too. Is this PDF resource available for us to post on our website? Or is it
I
something
could-
you can share with us?
Yeah.
Susan, if you ask Susan,
I'll run it
and
by her, but
she
I
can
don't
always
think-
email me, and I will make it available to our websites.
Yeah, if it is, if it's not a big deal,
It's
but
not a
it's
big
nice
deal.
to have.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I'll be able to post these links on a resource page on the website too, so that's not a problem.
Thank you.
I'll definitely check with her. I don't
Tell her
think
to
she'll be
contact
wrong.
Ben.
Okay.
And just, if we can, and Diane has another question.
Oh, I have, Actually, I am a card holder. I always come on and use the reference USA, because when I find that company or with that job, I immediately jump over, particularly if it's a smaller or medium-sized company, to find out as much information as possible, and it'll list like, I think, 150 to 200 pieces of information. And if they can go up to like 15 points of contact within the organization. So, owner names, salaries, like, just a wealth of information. So that reference USA that's available right through here too.
That's an excellent subject.
That is a good resource, and you
And
really
you can
narrow
also,
down.
if you're interested in a particular industry, find the SIC code or the NAIC code, and just pull down the list of, and just carve it down, within a 30-mile radius.
Any other questions? Great, I'll finish it up. So I want to
Thank you,
thank
Scott.
you,
You're
thank you very much, Scott. Thank you.
You did a great job. I appreciate that.